6TL 86, meet 6X24.
53 is in pursuit. 11W 373, what are you in pursuit of?
It's the worst street in town. It's so bad. But you're not afraid, are you? Of course you are. So am I. But we don't have to drive it every day. Not like him. Him. Down there. Tooling his big black and white around the endless curve of Police Street. Now, don't tell me you wouldn't like to cruise in one of those screamers. So come on. Come on down. Settle back here, back in the back seat. Don't mind the bars between you and the driver. They're for your protection, not his.
1 foot fighter 22, 1 foot fighter 22.
Him?
Come in, please.
Who's him? A nobody.
1 foot fighter 22, 1
Just
foot
a
fighter
cop.
22. Come in, please.
His
This
name's
is one,
Coolzip.
Daddy 57.
Detective Lieutenant Random Coolzip,
1 foot
XPD.
fighter 22,
And he's
1
been
foot
on
fighter
the
22.
force
This
so
is an
long
order.
he
Come
looks
in.
like a 57-year-old potato in a trick suit.
1 foot fighter 22. 1 housewife 45, 1 housewife 45. This is 1 Daddy 57.
He's forgotten at home, and he runs his siren just for company, but he's a crumpled kind of hero to his wife.
This is 1 housewife 45. Reading you, dear. Reading you, sir. Reading you, 1 Daddy 57.
Where in hell's 1 foot fighter 22?
Locating. I have a 36 via location.
Okay, hook it up.
I am hooking.
What is she saying?
He's a tough guy with television dreams who's in a fight to keep this street quiet. His street.
This 1 foot fighter 22. 1 foot fighter 22.
This is 1 Daddy 57. Where the hell are you? State your position.
Position is vertical. Position of chopper horizontal. I have a suspect of obelisk at corner of police and eat streets. We have a 666 going here, boss. We are closing.
Okay.
Hold on! Oh, here's a beautiful little Negro schoolgirl getting off the back of a bus here. She's right in the line of fire.
Sergeant, act police and state your code.
Now 1 Daddy 59.
7.
I mean 7. This is 1. Beach ball 29. Clock's going in too fast. We got a dangerous situation built up down here. We gotta read this guy his rights, but
He hasn't got any. I'm going in there, boss.
Then on, busting good. Go get him.
hold back. Hey, sir, what about the law? We got a possible 666 here.
Junior, you zip up your 492 and get off this feed, unless you want to go back to rolling to your 38s on drunk patrol.
But, sir!
Clong, Clong, Clong. Can you report a code 13? Repeat, a code 13.
1 Daddy 57. This 1 foot fighter 22. Affirmative. This sucker is exterminated.
Excellent.
Geez, this is awful, Dad. Clock's loaded on dope, and he's killing people.
Tell it to the Xmas Bunny, kid. Clong, how many did you get?
Reporting 3 unarmed erection, 1 unarmed tourist, the other 2 had arms, and 1 cute little pussy cat.
1 dog food zip 9. 1 dog food zip 9. Come in. Good news, boy. Clong wasted the pussycat. We need 2 minutes, then jump on
You're
those
sitting
hookers,
in
good
a
boy.
puddle of excitement, aren't you? But he's dry. He squeals fast up Police Street to the terminal bar because he needs another shot, because the street is tough and dirty. Not like at home where everything he fears stands ankle deep in tears and detergents.
Dear, where's the dead cat?
It's in the soap dish.
But there's soap in the soap dish.
Yeah. The cat's in the soap.
What?
Yes, dear. There's a whole dead cat in every bar of dead cat soap.
Over the Edge. The story of Peggy and what a woman feels when she must find out for herself the things her husband does not know and face the fact that life must go on, even over the edge.
Peggy, you look beautiful.
Elliot.
Peggy, may I come in?
I'm so glad you're here.
Am I, early?
No. Please, let's not talk about it.
Well, you know what I want to talk about. Peggy. Peggy.
Not now. Not here.
All right. May I, fix a drink?
Oh, I'd like one too, Elliot. Go ahead. I'll just turn off the shower. I left it running when I heard you knock.
Shall I, make 3? Where's, Random?
Well, Elliot, I don't think he's coming home again tonight.
Just driving around.
I think...
Drunk, probably.
I think you're my date.
Peggy.
Oh, I do hope that horrible Herbert Dump won't be there again tonight.
Oh, he has to be.
Hook me up.
All right, Peggy. How do you think it looks? You and me at the swings party, just the two of us without your husband. Here's your gimlet, dear. What will Rich and Linda think? Not to mention Woodrow's stool.
Please don't mention.
Milton Pipe. I owe him a lot of money for the airport.
You owe a lot of people a lot of money for a lot of airports. Peggy? Oh, Peggy. Oh, Sue. You poor darling. I just heard.
Hello, Peggy.
Oh, hello, Cecil.
Hi, Elliot.
Is it true?
Damn shame about this.
Is it true that Skipper can't be governor now? Oh, not ever? I'm so glad you came. Skipper would be so glad, too. Oh, Peggy. If he knew. Where's Random? Out? Looking for Kim?
Probably drunk driving around.
Kim? Peggy?
Oh, thank you, Elliot. Oh, I didn't tell you yet. Kim's disappeared.
With Carl Clock?
Oh, we don't know. Oh, Peggy, when will we know? I mean, about Skipper. We'll know when Dr. Fork gets here with the antidote.
Antidote with the antidote. I'll let him in. Oh, hello, Ethel.
Hello, Elliot. You know Doris Drain, don't you,
Well,
Elliot?
I sure do. Hello, Doris.
Hello, Elliot. Hello, Peggy.
Hello, Doris. Hello, Ethel.
Hello, Peggy. This is our friend Woodrow's stool.
Hello, Peggy.
Hello, Woodrow.
Hi, Elliot. Well, hello, Sue. I didn't expect to see you here.
Hello, Woodrow. You remember my husband, Cecil?
Good evening, Cecil.
Hello, Woody. Hi, Sue.
Hello, Woodrow. Hello, Doris.
Hi.
Hello, Ethel. Smells like a dead cat in here. Oh, Peggy.
By the way, Peggy, does Random know that Skipper's,
He must. He caught them all together in the oven. Skipper and poor little Bozo and Bill Bagg.
Billy Bagg. Oh, Roland Bagg's son.
Yes.
Doesn't he wear eye makeup?
Well, Woodrow, right now he's drunk, driving here with Dr. Fork.
poor Peggy?
Who's Peggy?
I am. Hello, Woodrow.
Hello, Peggy.
We met before.
Oh, did you meet Ethel?
I don't remember. Would anyone like one of these?
Elliot yeah.
Oh, hello, Cindy.
Oh, so you are Cindy.
Oh, and you must be Elliot's mother.
I'm Peggy.
Well, I'm Cindy, and this is Sandy, Candy, and Wendy.
No, I...
Come in, girl.
How was your flight, Peg?
Cindy,
Cindy.
This is Mrs. Suit.
Hello, Cindy.
What were your friends' names?
I'm Sandy, and this is Candy and Wendy.
Oh, well, Sandy, aren't you a friend of Kim's?
Kim's? You mean Kim Clock?
You mean Kim and Carl are...
Clocks. Poor Carol.
Carol Block. I know Carol Block. Dr. Fork's nurse. You mean Carl and Carol Clock are finally...
Please, Carl is my brother, Mr. Suit. I'm Candy Clock.
That's all right, Candy. I'm Cecil Suit. This is Ethel Shoe and Doris Drain.
Well, I bet you don't remember old Woodrow Stool, Candy.
Stop it, all of you! I know what you all must be thinking. That Random is never coming home. That Skipper's better off the way he is. And that Kim is gone to hell.
Joseph put the brakes on hard. Three-Finger Mickey, the bartender at the drive-in, had his takeout order ready, like every day.
Tick-tock, 6 o'clock, time to stop at the Terminal Lounge. All triple drinks, double price. It's Kabluna hour.
Hold your olives, hold your onions, Mecco face.
It's you, Lieutenant. You want a side of vodka today?
Yeah, the regular, fill me up.
Okie dokie, 6 cups coming up. By the way, Lieutenant, my son says they're lining up to see your little girl.
You keep your metal nose out of my daughter's business, or I'll stamp a 686 across your meat and liquor ticket.
Okay, no offense, officer. Here comes your order.
Three-Finger Mickey was probably the closest friend Cool Zip had, he thought, as he closed the window hard on Mickey's fingers. The 6 little drinks in their white cups tinkled as Cool Zip sped off without paying. Extra straws like usual. Good old Mickey. Made drinking easy. Made it easy to forget about his daughter Kim and her peculiar talent.
Excuse me. Well, I'll bet you're ready for a break and all the hard action. I'm ready too. For a long, tall, delicious glass of meat. Yes, there's nothing like hot, sugar-fed meat served up in attractive, individually packaged swallows like these. So why don't you just lie back and enjoy it? Oh, don't worry about the mess. My lips are sealed. But I'll open up for you, Maurice, and all the people here tonight with you on this wonderful Maurice Slow Boat Depression Hotline Caravan, where at last somebody is doing something about me.
Thanks, Kim, honey. This certainly is a different Kim Cool we're seeing tonight than we've seen all these years on television and in that commercial. And I'm personally proud to have had you as my celebrity cleanup co-chair creature for this circle of excitement.
Yes.
And listen to those phones ring. We're climbing out of hell on your phone calls.
I just wish more people would call, Maurice.
1 million have, Kim, honey. And that's enough. 'Cause it puts us right up to the 7th circle of help, where you'll talk to the anguished, the depraved, the depressed, because this depression treats everyone with equal violence. Yes. Isn't that right, Virgil?
No, I'm afraid that's not right.
No, damn it wasn't right, Random thought dimly as he gagged down the last margarita and ate the cup. The street ahead whipped back and forth across the windshield like a broken toy. But he wasn't depressed, he wasn't anguished. Not now. Not until...
One Thaddeus 65. Come in. This an order. It's getting late, Cool Zip. You on hold and slasher time now. Come in.
Okay, hello, assume the position, Klung. I'm still on top here.
But now, sucker, I've just been appointed governor. You'll retire.
What are you talking about, Klon? You can't retire me, Klon. I'm a
He banged drunkenly at the radio with his fist, then kicked at it, smashing it, still hearing that depraved voice. He couldn't go home. He'd rather stomp down on the accelerator, grind it harder, let go of the wheel, just let go, give it up, just give it back.
Hey, will I get my pants back? They belong to the city.
Now, let me just help you put on this snakeskin war bonnet here, Skipper. Ah, you look real fine, but you do look just a little bit nervous.
Well, I'm almost naked, and I feel very unprotected.
That's because he needs what every Indian warrior needs, Gene. This!
Yes, it's a fantastic, bulletproof Indian ghost dance shirt.
Hey.
It's genuine turquoise denim, hand-labeled and sized to be one of a kind from Kachina Industries. Shirt and wardrobe bonnet assemble, total value $700.
Gee, that's a day's pay.
Okay, Chief, you're all dressed up now, and of course you're ready to give it back.
Right, Gene, and of course everyone knows how the game works. Skipper will be accumulating prizes today for this week's Abandoned Americans, the Dog Indian.
Pathetic survivors of a harder way of life, the Dog Indian Band of Hooker, California need everything they could get.
Oh, I'll get to help some Indians.
That's right,
and
Skipper.
win.
Well, isn't this exciting?
Well, yeah, I like the shirt. I feel real brave.
Yes, of course.
Like an Indian
feel...
brave.
That's right. Do you feel brave enough to face facts?
I'll face anything. I want to win anything. Come on, let's go.
You better be ready for anything, Skipper, because, you know, who has to do the giving up?
No, who?
It's your own parents.
Now, wait a minute.
Slipper's parents,
now, that's not
Mr.
fair.
and Ms. Random and Peggy Closip, live at 714 Police Street in Heater, California.
All right, Skipper, just come down this way, down the old Trail of Tears.
Matching your own fabulous cash prize with something of real personal value, Skipper, your parents will be giving up
the family car.
Oh, no, they can't give us the car.
Right inside.
Well, all right, I'll
look
win
out,
big
Skipper. Look out in there because, gee, don't you think there's a big wind coming up?
Oh, that's right, Don, because Skipper's locked inside our brand new Gitchy Goomy Money Tunnel. And you better start protecting yourself, Skip, because it's blowing up a hurricane of silver dollars.
And all you've got is your shirt.
Well, come on, silly, cover your face with your shirt.
Use your shirt.
That's right.
Oh, hey.
Well, what does the computer say, Ken?
Skipper won the first round, Don.
That's terrific.
He managed to hold on to 5,301 slippery silver dollars.
Hey, and your lucky parents have lost their family car, and it's already gone to the Grateful Dog.
Well, look, I was just trying to win something in the tunnel back there.
Gosh, Skipper, that berserk means you're in trouble again. Because now we're on double golden
slasher time.
And that means your folks lose Dad's work car as well.
Oh, wait a minute, not the black screamer.
Yes,
That's
this beautiful, nearly new atomic-powered police car and dignified cream and black meets or exceeds current acceptable meaningless standards for discharge of deadly waste by Mr. Bennett Dentwood.
And it's fully loaded, Skipper. It has a bomb under the seat for protection in every emergency.
Well, what about that, Skipper?
Well, he can't live without that car.
Who cares? Relax and be an Indian. Forget about the restless world of Anglo-Saxon discipline, Skipper, because it's round 2, and I've got a fabulous choice for you to make.
Let's take a peek inside and see what's waiting for you inside Princess Minnehaha's teepee.
Well, look what you can win!
It's a dream package to the capital of dreams, Hollywood, California. Yes, Skipper, you'll be treated like a true celebrity by people who really like you.
You'll give interviews, lead parades, and attend a fabulous event with a glamorous Hollywood starlet.
Yes, she's Hollywood's ultra X-rated Kim Cool.
Hey, that's my sister.
But first, you and Kim will dress together in matching goatskin body bags.
Bags by bag of Beverly Hills.
And then you'll be driven to the big affair in TV's famous funny Indian funny car. Yes, you'll go down in complete comfort.
While she admires the handsome gearship novel custom Spanish decorator design. It's the Indian Mobile by Dorca Burbank.
Well, where do you think you're going, Skipper?
I think I'm going crazy.
You're going to the fabulous Academy Awards celebration!
Yes, Skipper, you'll represent your tribe at the very citadel of power.
The dogs?
You'll mingle with the attractive crowd.
You'll introduce yourself to important people who may be able to help your tribe back home.
You'll step backstage to snort cocaine with a well-known entertainment personality.
That's a 7-Eleven.
Then, Skipper, you know what? You know what you're gonna do?
No.
you're gonna make a speech.
Me? It's your chance to lift your people out of bondage as you brandish a real 00 gauge shotgun by Bang of Brentworth's.
Skipper, you'll address the glimmering crowd of stars like an equal.
That's a gun.
And you'll hold the nation spellbound with these stirring words.
Eat flaming death, fascist media pigs.
Yes, sirree, you'll hold all of Hollywood for ransom, Skipper.
It's on live TV.
As you threaten to exterminate famous superstars and sports notables one by one.
Yes, Skipper, it's your gallant bid to give America back to the dogs.
Think of the suspense. Think of the rating.
I've always wanted to do something important.
And you will, Skipper, if you make the right choice right now.
What choice?
You can save the country.
Do I get to keep the gun?
But in return, your parents back on the reservation will have to give up
Everything!
Yes, and that means
Everything! Right down to your dad's electric razor, his radio, and all his shoes.
Yes, that's true. You know, even your mom's treasured album of memories. And she'll have to give up all her rich friends.
Yes, you know, they're going to have to live in a mud hut.
Huts by Dog of Hooker.
And go to those goat matches every Saturday night like everybody else.
But look, that's no choice.
Well, that is your choice.
But it was the only logical choice. And there he goes. It's his last ride up Police Street. Only this time, he's not driving. Well, aren't you glad you can get up and walk away from it? Because he can't. All Random Cool Zip can do now is listen to a new siren while a voice calls somebody else's number.
Looks real. What a mess. What a mess.
I like the car.
Those are good cars.
It was a long, tough, hard ride through a bad part of town, but I could walk away from it now. Fun while it lasted, I thought, shrugging off the bad dreams, somebody else's skin, getting back into my own car, turning on my own radio.
All the oranges that I've been carefully nurtured.
Yesterday.
The thrill of death, the agony of competition. Your DNA Sports Web is on the air. Every week, another exciting interspecies athletic contest as man continues to struggle for supremacy over our ever-contracting Earth.
Tonight, from Heater, California, the final championship of the winter baseball season. We're in the middle of a hard-fought game here. I'm Bill Blanc, and my colleague with the familiar pitch. I know he's thrown us all a lot of curves on TV.
Thanks, Bill. I guess I'll never forgive myself for endorsing them Austrian self-sharpening razorbacks.
Was like having a little Arkansas chainsaw running around the house, Bob.
They're cute, but they're just too dangerous.
Well, anyway, here he is, a new contender for baseball's Hall of Fame, Buckalin' Bob Baseline.
Well, Bill, what about our beloved Crows tonight?
Fantastic.
I talked with their coach, Caleb Corvus, in the cage, and he says he can't let those boys go without sleep much longer. Well, Coach Anelli, now, Tough Tony, he had to admit to the fact during the break that the Locusts were dead on their feet.
Excuse me, Mr. Buns.
Mr. Burns.
Yeah, that's right, sir. Well, the chief guesses is how this press pass years is okay. If General Lincoln had another one of them President Grants in his back pocket. You know what?
Yeah.
Are you smoking that?
No, that's out, Constable.
thought.
Okay, all right, sure. It's all in a day's expense account. There you go.
Sir. Yeah, that's right. See, you're listening to the local boys there.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, y'all listen to this sports, sir. We are very big on around here. The Crows, they're fantastic. Local boys, you know. Well, listen, you better keep your windows rolled up if you're heading along here because, frankly, sir, I think you might be taking your life in your hands. There's somebody out there, Marlon Brando or some crazy Indian who's just using the interstate for a shoot-up gallery, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Well, so long. Good luck to you.
All right, wait. My pass. Can I have my pass back?
Wow. Right, sir. Here you are. I'm sorry about that gum on your picture there. Okay, you just stay in the
sorry about it,
left-hand
too.
lane there after the overpass.
Okay. Merry Christmas, Deputy.
Yeah, right on, sir.
Lazy, but he gets a jump on him.
For a Canadian, the outfield, Felix at left, Lupus at center field,
And all the way from the Imperial Valley, here's that Oriental sensation, Mr. Discipline, Corco Suida. Only you can pronounce that,
I'm
Bob.
the guy with the
This is the high
pass.
voice of Low Desert KPIG. Big radio,
Okay.
7 meter in all the Hillmouth Valley. Back to the action in just a moment.
Come and get it!
Yes, those puppies are tearing into a tent full of Billy Jack dog food. You know, the dog food that Billy Jack likes.
Us old folks like it too, Jackie.
Well, dig in, Granny. And now, look out for my Billy Jack flea collars.
I've got one on ya.
And Billy Jack's shoe scrapers, too.
That's right, Jack. You can get them at your qualified neighborhood dog food dealer. Put me down.
You stepped in my bowl, Billy.
Now $23 a can at Gibbons Heat in both Corn Giants stores.
Former President Nixon.
I'm not Billy Jacking you either. Thank you, man. Thank you. And now, appearing tonight for the second time before this distinguished crowd. Excuse me, something got into my nose backstage, apparently. Thank you. Still alive. After 20 years on the blacklist, Hollywood's Wonder Kid, the legendary George L. Tire-Biter.
Thank you, Bert. And, thank you, Jack. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the gift of recognition by today's nostalgic, well-dressed young people. But life is short, so let me read the nominations for overachievement, starting in a starring vehicle. The nominees are Sir Leonard Stove as Archie Bloke in Paranoid Pictures' 10 Dead Bats.
Turn on the lights.
Oh, but they are on, women. Open your eyes.
Eyes! Look, Inspector! Sprawled across my potatoes. It's dead.
My lord. Sir, 3 of the doctor's valuable bats are now dead. The first little chap, dead he was of strangulation, which the unfortunate Countess de Puget found so conveniently by a bedside table. Then the second, and from the hideous minute gallows, Professor Coker finds so mesmerizing.
His eyes!
But now, this pathetic little creature, stabbed through the arm with a teeny weeny knife. No doubt, we'll find another one tonight.
Excuse my accent, Professor, but if you look in your wine glass, drowned.
Oh, right you are,
Me,
Colonel.
And by the look of it, I'd say his little air hose has been slashed.
The late Victor Kabluna, whose tragic death came only hours ago in a fatal auto collision. For his role as Spud Coolzip in Petro Golden Majors Studios, Squat.
One Daddy 57, one Daddy 57. This is $1.19. I have a code 6 and 9er at the usual spot. Can you slip away, honey?
Shut off, $1.19. One housewife 45 is on my feed.
One Daddy 57, emergency, Klong in Chopper. Boss, I'm reporting at code 16. It's an inferno at police and box office. I'm gonna have to go in alone.
Support on the way, foot fighter. 1 housewife 45, 1 housewife 45, dispatch pair of cleanup teams to box office disaster area.
Random? Who is $1.19, Random?
Listen, you keep Peach Fuzz 29 out of my hair and off the air.
But Random, he's your own son.
Peggy, you act police or I'm busting you back to three-wheelers, baby. That's it.
Charlton Heston as Doghouse Riley in Universal Pictures. This one I have seen. Universal's The Day Universal Burned Down.
It's a disaster on the backlot, Chief. The Red Sea Ride just overflowed into the Pee Wee Forest.
Boss! Two stuntmen just killed each other on the Oriental Violence set, and all the cameras exploded on stage 27!
There's glass everywhere!
Never mind that about now, boss! Boss, Miss Lamont's lunch just blew up in her dressing room!
Oh, I got my desk out of here. Here, you get that. My wife's picture.
Mr. Suit, this is Riley at the artist entrance. The main gate just went crazy and sliced Charlton Heston's car in half.
First it regular, and it sliced him until it turned on him!
It's awful over here, sir.
An airplane just crashed into a crashed airplane!
Stop!
Hey,
mister, can you help me? That's my dog Bozo up there, and it's going up like a skull.
My agent is trapped on the 12th floor. Can't somebody do something?
Look out, kids! This sinking inferno is really sinking!
Really thrilling sequence. Next nominee, Frank Clearwater as Ghost Dancer in Oklahoma Mutoscope's I Gave It Back. And the final nomination, Ace Berserker as the Atomic Chainsaw Killer in Horrifying Pictures' Crime Clock Terror. The envelope, please. Thank you. Are you doing anything after the show? Well, there we go. The winner is Frank Clearwater for I Gave It Back.
Accepting for Mr. Clearwater is Skip Zipper, co-star of television's Police Street, and the ultra-glittering Kim Cool, prominently featured in Daddy's Biggest Girl.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
This is such a beautiful surprise.
And such a really heavy thrill for my brother and for
I know that if this man were here tonight, he'd want me to say thanks to the Great Spirit and to his brave family, the Dakoti Sioux. But
what, Skipper?
Well, Kim, this is where I'm supposed to make a speech.
I'll bet you can do it if I help.
Well, okay.
Here's your gun, Skipper.
Thanks, Kim. And now, eat fascist death, flaming media pigs!
Liz Cool, the beautiful young sex starlet, has just pulled out a shotgun concealed under her attractive double-barreled halter top. And handsome Skip Zipper now has it trained on members of the Academy staff.
This gentleman, what's your name?
The Tire-Biter's gonna be the first to go, followed by all the nominees in alphabetical order. Sit down, Raquel. I'm not kidding. Now I want the President of the United States with a plane full of cash here and all those broken treaties.
Brothers and sisters, but all right, quiet, please.
I want the Vice President.
Brothers and sisters, there is only one way to win this war. Surrender. The natives will be good to us.
Well, it's a moment of high ratings and suspense among the glamorous and talented crowd gathered at the Next World Pavilion for tonight's annual celebration. And we'll return after this.
You're about to witness a robbery. Stick 'em up! Surprised you, huh? Well, I guess you remember the face, but you just want to forget the name. That's not surprising. Most people have. But as an ex-CIA director, I have a lot of international business to front for now. And a lot of big expense account lunches, too. But I never worry because of this. My American Excess card. Safe, Even if my royalties can't always cover my court costs.
It all seemed to add up to somewhere I was supposed to go, something I had to see. So when I came to the giant cement lizard all lit up inside, I took it for a sign.
This is Al Thumpalephus, the second baseman.
You got everything, Mr. Mucklehoney? Over this way. Here, follow the noise. There you are. Okay. Up a little higher. There you. What have you got? This liter of PJ Pro Bay wine. You know, this is a new with natural meat flavoring. You're the first sucker to buy it. That's 60. And you got one of these Bear Whiz beer belts. I think these are so cute. That's 66. And what is that beef jerky? Do you remember the price of it? I can't see it without my glasses.
It's 59.
What is it? Who's
59.
that? Oh, thank you, young man. $59. Well, that's $185, Lester. Isn't it a relief to see the prices coming down at last? Thank you.
You ought to know, Martha. You're the mayor's wife.
Oh, Pop Baseline don't know nothing.
Hold it.
Now that's a long, coiling
Oh,
bar
my
that could
goodness.
be a Chinese Homer. I say these scrappy crow aggregations
Go Crows.
way back into contention.
Leftist running
Now
like
look
a
at that
scared
ball.
rabbit, rounding third base. Mickey Mantis under it at center field.
Buckeyes.
Mantis backpedaling. Of course, he's got that 360-degree vision. He's back under it. Mantis under it. He's praying for it. He's
Drop it.
got it.
Dog dingles. What a shame. Oh, well. I tell you, Pop Baseline has been carrying on like this for the championship game, dragging on for an extra week.
He's a great announcer. I bet you listen to every word he says.
Well, I try to follow it. Here, catch. Well, what time is it? Oh, my goodness. Here, let me just turn this off.
Don't turn it off. No.
Oh, no, this is a cute show. I don't miss it if I can.
No.
Lazy Street.
Well, it just sounds like all boogies to me. Good night.
I think they're cute. Good night, Les.
Good night.
Oh, no. Look, be careful of the PJ Pro B wine display. Land sakes. I'll have to get the mayor to clean that up later. What can I do for you, Sonny?
This here and
Oh, that's all right.
it's catching.
Oh, no.
And a pack of forums.
Forums. Oh, yes. Here they are. These have little gladiator tips. They're cute and strong.
I know.
Good choice. That's 65, and that holiday decanter of Wild Crow is on special. $214.89. That's a bargain for a collectible like that. Look at those eyes. They'll follow you wherever you go.
That's why I bought it.
Come again now.
Thank you.
$2.99. Oh, by anus buttwumper.
Hey, get out of the way,
Have
mister.
you boys caught that nasty Indian yet?
That's what I come for. Now listen, Ma, you better turn the eyes off in the lizard. Yeah, before he shoots him out. Yeah, we lost him up at the trailhead over to Mount Boron.
Oh, my.
Yeah, now you just stay inside. Keep safe now.
Oh, he's broke my TV! Hit the light, Sonny, and get behind the counter. Come on down here. Oh, land's sakes, this is worse than a goat fight.
It's not just happening here. It's happening over in Hollywood, too. I heard it on the radio.
This is a strange place, just as strange as Hollywood any day. I expect you've heard the voices.
No. What voices?
Oh, most people hear them as soon as they come into town. You gotta keep your TV on real loud all the time to drown them out.
Is that one?
Oh, they must come up from the next world. That's all we know. Oh!
Well, how does it know my name?
What? Oh, they call everybody Sugar. Be careful, don't let them read your mind. Sing anything. On Lazy Street, it has no beat. Everybody eats on Lazy Street. Come on, sing, or they'll get you. Lazy Street, it has no beat. Everybody eats on Lazy Street. Sing, Lazy Street.
Hi, Sugar. You are lonely, aren't you?
Life has been rough so far, hasn't it? It's been such a long time since you or anyone you know has enjoyed an explicit relationship, whether with a versatile adult, curious couple, or energetic group.
Hiya, pal. I see you're ready for anything. Greek, Abyssinian, and Victorian styles. I see you're pleasure bent for all cultures. Well, have we got a doll for you?
Look, man, what a mink. She wants you to play rough with her, and she's ready for anything, just as long as it includes her well-built friend, G.I. Dummy, and their Polaroid pal, Randy.
All our stimulating parts are interchangeable, and they come in my box. Batteries not needed. We're real.
Be groovy, sugar. Get in her zippy, hippie Playmobil and drip off all together for a naturally wet, dreamy experience at a sincere place that respects your most personal desires.
Aw, shucks. Come on in, sugar, and your recreationally minded friends. Let me show you something I really believe in. Now, this here's the Golden Showers Retirement Village. You can see that out there. Water sports are an everyday experience, and our slick rubber-lined game room comes equipped with every recreational device you've ever dreamed of, including our exclusive Anima hotline to keep you in touch with the latest in adult interests.
My attraction knows I've learned to live with it. Morsel. Sugar! A little lower. Look at it. Okay, put those right there. Good.
But I know how to dance.
Where are the animals? What about the animals? What about the animals? Where's up here? And lazy ducks. It's a treat to beat your meat on this. Sing,
What?
you're a goner.
Hey, wait, they didn't get your radio.
No, what?
The radio.
Oh, you're smarter than you look, Slicker. Reach up and turn it on.
Well, I'm trying to find it here.
Oh, keep your head down.
Okay, pitch him in there, Crow. Let's see him. High, boys. Come on, animals.
Billy Mayfly holds up on seconds. And the Locusts threaten to score late in the game.
Say it, birds. Come on, say it.
Beat 'em.
Can't eat 'em, chomp 'em.
All
Say it,
animals
birds.
is mammals.
Hey,
If you
hey,
can't
eat 'em, chomp,
beat 'em.
Hey, the way to go, birds.
Caddis, number 8, a floater up from the Grapefruit Leagues. Nick Caddis floating up to the plate. Aquila eyes him. He's hungry for this out. Here comes the windup, the pitch. And Caddis splits open the back of his uniform, and another insect crawls out and flies away. Looks like a beautiful butterfly. Wait, a beautiful butterfly has just emerged from the back of Caterpillar. And the outfield is going to raise it. Even Quaco Suidai is bunching up this Locust team at right field. But wait a minute, fans. Wait a minute. The Locust eggs are starting to hatch. Looks like a million locusts emerging from the home plate. Aquila in the air, diving now, dodging, grabbing these locusts. Hold it, fans, hold it. Lepus has just been eaten by Lupus, and they're on the same team. This is unprecedented, as it's all-out warfare down on the field.
Oh, stop!
I'd had all the games I could take for one night. It was the whole infernal desert, I decided. Too hot and heater. Too close to Hellmouth. Too much life and death over in Hollywood. Well, there's more than one way out.